Hi, everybody. Welcome to half the round table,
Literally.
the divine feminine side.
Yeah.
That's fine. King had mentioned yesterday on his show that it's a possibility that he had to do something. So that's fine. And I know Rock's got grandbaby, I believe.
Yes.
So totally fine. So Nadia and I will do our Vippy war and no, we're just going to talk, and we've got lots of pictures to show you. This goes round and around in some other subjects we've talked about. And I want to take a second and thank Brother Roy. Thank you for the email that you sent me and the link with Graham Hancock. He apparently this is his thing because he has a lot of stuff. He's written books about it and a connection to Atlantis. So even though Jen can't pronounce this, we're still going to talk about it.
I just think you guys are going to join a Jen and Nadia phone conversation today because this is how we're actually going to speak.
I don't think it'll be 7 or 8 hours, but it'll be good.
Not. You hope not.
No, it'll be good.
Speaking of Graham Hancock, I guess I don't have to pull a Vippy because I'm not competing with anybody today. But I'm looking at the shape of his head. Okay, here we go.
Okay, see? Mm-hmm.
It's right at hand. Graham Hancock, his skull is shaped very differently. Is he literally an off-worlder right now? Because he really has a lot of knowledge about
he does. Well, we can ask.
Let's start our first question before we even talk about research.
You know, the wind hasn't blown at all today. We start the show.
It's coming.
It's a howling.
It's a coming. It's very cold. It's a beautiful, sunny day right now, but it is cold outside. Yes, Graham is an Englishman, Roy.
Yes, he is.
Funny about this research that we did, I went in knowing a little, coming out with more questions.
It says, yes, he is. He's many species of off-worlders, so he's a blend. Well, I think most of us are. The Justice card comes in to bring truth and balance to our history, because he's very much about counteracting what the big dog archaeologists keep pushing. Mm-hmm. And that we've only been here for 6,000 years and and that's simply just not true.
All right. So should we start, as Tyler says, with gobbledygook?
Yeah, with gobbledygook, gobstoppers and all.
Well, yeah. I mean, interesting, some of the finds. So I'll let you go first, or maybe I should talk about the oracles.
Yeah, you can do that real quick. I'm going to start some questions. Coffee shop is open, so is the chat. We will take a few minutes towards the end of the show to answer some questions for you.
You're doing good with the mathing thing, by the way.
I'm trying. It's really early in the morning when I do those, so.
Yeah, no, you're really good. But the thing, what I found out was, what I saw was amazing. The number 44 expansion. Mm-hmm. That was amazing, because Yeshua was 33, but when he comes back, he is 44. It's a bigger master number that they say they don't have yet. So 44, if you double.
I think he already is. We just don't.
Well, I mean, he is, for sure he is, but not here yet, not here. But maybe our expansion is us going past Christ-like, getting into 44. So that expansion that you had, think about it as number 4 as a foundation. Mm-hmm. Now think of it doubling as a spiritual foundation, self-discipline, balance, staying strong in situations. So for me, that really, I was like, ooh, 44. I'm really excited about it.
Wow.
And
That's
then
what time I woke up this morning, 4:44.
did you really? Nice.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
saying, wake up. Actually, it was saying, wake up.
I was running late, and because yesterday was such a long day.
I think
And
that's one of the times I went back to sleep.
yeah. Well,
And
Spirit recently I've only been allowed to sleep like 20-minute increments, and it's so annoying. But
20
when I
minutes.
am asleep, I'm having the most vivid experiences and dreams. And I'm like, they let you do it long enough. You can only handle 20 minutes. So we'll wake you up, document it, go back to sleep, wake you up, document it. I'm like, this is exhausting. Yeah.
Well, I was having some good dreams, but I couldn't remember it because I was hearing a dog whistle. My own dog can call me by his dog whistle.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's a new connection there. Okay.
it's like my ear. Can you
Wow.
please stop that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's high pitched. Yep.
he was really trying to wake me up without waking me up. Number 26, you had something about 26. Actually, it's amazing because it's group manifestation.
Mm.
2 being codependent or team, and 6 is family. So look at what we do when we manifest for someone to get out of jury duty or healings.
Since
So
it is our
that's,
specialty, it will be on our resume.
I know, right? Right.
Mhm.
Just add in 3 copies what you're
Yep.
requesting, and we will
Yep.
do a group meditation for you guys.
You
So
got it.
it's pretty cool that these numbers came out. That's it. The other ones you did pretty well.
Okay. Well, I'm a work in progress. Numbers aren't my thing, but I've been listening to you long enough, so it's stuff is sticking.
I'm surprised you're not ignoring it.
No, I'm not ignoring. Why would I ignore it? It's just math is not my thing. It's just
Math
not.
is-
I need to get Harley to do it because she's a math genius.
All right. Do we got other questions? Everybody answering questions, and then let's start with our history then.
Who is this coming in here? Oh no!
Hey, nowhere, man.
I don't know what's going on, but she apparently is not up yet. So we'll
Oh,
carry this on for as long as I can.
Isn't that what your 8-ball said yesterday?
Yeah,
maybe she will.
exactly.
Maybe she won't.
I don't think she will, but we'll see.
Hey, King, I just put a little electric violet just so you can join us.
Oh, now you put her in coma.
Must have worked.
Okay.
Okay, good to see you, King.
Thank you, and to you.
Well, we'll start with the history. So King's here; he could tell us all about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
but I wasn't in Turkey at the time.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? That was one of my questions.
No, I was not. Okay, we answered
No,
that.
was I there? I think you were. But was I there? I want to know if our little group here were all part of that Gobekli Temple civilization.
Interesting.
And this is huge, and it's only one of many in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And because I also looked into its neighbor, which is the Karahan Tepe.
Oh, there's so many, so many.
They're all over the place.
They are.
When I saw that, I just said, you know what? We're making a big deal. It's some giant kids playing dominoes, and they just left it.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay,
Makes
we're done.
sense to me.
Next section. No, it was pretty cool. Okay, so let's ask if our group was
did.
once there. What was your answer, King?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's one place King did not show up.
Well, you know, that is one place of many. I think this is just a starting point of when they started doing the dig.
Mm.
Because it goes on and on. They're finding all sorts of stuff around there.
Did you think how fascinating everything is in Turkey? So they found Noah's Ark in Turkey. Ararat.
Wow. That's up for debate.
That's up for debate?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm understanding it's up for debate.
This says no, we were not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our group is a different divine group.
Right.
So, yeah.
So was Atlantis and this around the same time?
To my understanding, the Younger Dryas was about 1,000 years older than Atlantis.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, almost hand in hand. But there is about 1,000-year difference there between different species of offworlders.
It is thought that this particular temple was probably the first temple ever made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, I think it was what Pillar 43 had those purses that we found connections to in Aztec, Mayan, Olmec. The Olmecs started with the purse. You remember that?
Yep.
No, that's kind of back before my memory started, I think.
Before your memory started? Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk about Jen. You want to talk about Mount Taurus Mountain? I mean,
Yeah, in just a second. I'm going to show you. This is interesting. With all of these tempes, this is how they line up. They form this arch over Turkey.
Yes.
Now, what's fascinating is what we're going to get ready to get into, and that's the constellation thing.
Yes, it's amazing.
But I thought it's fascinating that this could be considered. I thought ley lines were straight, but
No.
Apparently not.
Nope. Cannot be.
And
if the Earth is curved,
yeah,
ley lines will have to be curved.
Mm.
Are you're saying that is a ley line?
I'm thinking that there's a lot of energy here. And if we're always overlaying the constellation map over top of Gaia, I think that there's energy there in that area. So I assume that it would be, but I haven't asked yet.
All right, but what I'm thinking, the way they set up these tempes,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's energy generator or holding energy to make that ley line bend like that.
Well, I looked at this map and I was also making biblical connections because you're along the Euphrates and the Tigris. It goes along side of Damascus, goes down to Jericho. These are biblical locations.
That's funny that you said that because the Euphrates and the Tigris is around there. I wonder if that is the original Eden.
That is another theory too that I ran into, that they think this was the original Eden.
Yeah.
Now, of course, these are all theories because they're still uncovering it, so they don't even know the depths. I know that they've used that underground radar to realize how large it is.
Right.
They've got a long way to go.
You know, only 5% of the sites are excavated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If even that much.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
All right. Now, which map do you want to use? Because I've got a bunch of maps too. If you want to get into the
I want the USA map.
Oh, you think that'll work?
It's the mirror. We're the mirror country, right?
So can you look at the USA map and let's compare it? Let's see where it is. All right. Did I have something about USA? Hold on. I think I did.
Oh, no, have something about the USA.
No, I was thinking because of what was written on these, what do we call those, megaliths?
Yeah.
Is it similar to the Georgia Guidestones? Talking prophecy. Like, is there a connection between the two of them?
I'm getting there's more to it. It's partially true, but more to it.
See, I told you I had something with USA.
Now, when we look at these birds, at first I thought, why are there flamingos all over it? That's not a flamingo. And it's not an ibis.
Vulture. It's a vulture.
A vulture, which I would know that, but they're flying all over.
And that one, number 15,
which
looks
one?
like
25?
a thunderbird.
Then I got to go on this big one, man. Hold on. Okay, that's a vulture, yeah. But underneath it, are those dinosaurs or lizards?
Underneath.
They had snakes. underneath.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
snakes.
interesting that one of the theories that these are not snakes. They could be,
Oh,
but there's a possibility in another theory that they meant tidal waves.
yeah,
That there was
tsunamis,
a
I think it was.
prophecy, so that it was a tsunami coming in waves.
Yeah. And everybody went to watch the tsunami, huh? Is this
I
considered
think I
their
went to
first,
watch the snakes.
was this considered their first Polaroid?
Well, I guess you could think about that.
Tidal waves coming.
Well, they did mention a lot about they could be predicting prophecy because they did follow the stars and they understood when they align at in a certain way, they predict something's coming. Now, I'm trying to go by these figures here.
Was buried intentionally. So I got into an article that they were saying that this Gobekli Tempe was buried intentionally because it does the opposite of what biblical stories were coming.
Yeah, that somebody plowed it over. And if you think about, I don't know if you came across any possibilities of what it looked like over top of those big pillars, that it
They
was
thought
actually domed in, possibly.
they said about huts or something over it. Yeah.
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 All right. Now, here's a good comparison of how they watched the stars. They
You're
would
gonna,
take these carvings,
yes.
this is their calendar, which I think is funny because you think about the Mayan calendar, and that's kind of how they did it with symbols of creatures, animals, and that's how they predicted seasons based on the star map above.
That's funny. When were you and I talking, Jen, and I noticed a triangle in the sky. And there's one right there. Was it? I don't remember the last time we talked.
That's okay. I've got them all up here, so I'll
Yep.
dig for it.
No, but it was.
But
It was
if these are supposed to be primitive people, how in the world do primitive people come up with this?
Well, this is the thing. This is the theory that they said that when Atlantis sank, much of them survived and they went out teaching because their intellect was much higher with knowledge and how to move things.
Yeah, that there's a theory that the great wise leaders of Atlantis, Lemuria, all of them went around to these tempes and actually taught them how to read the stars. But if Atlantis wasn't until 1,000 years later, we don't know when these were carved, created exactly, but the gathering, it's about 1,000-year difference.
What I found fascinating in Navali Kori, I think it is, they found the snake bearer, and see how it's taken out of our astrology now. They have this statue called the snake bearer, and when we get our 13th month, that constellation snake bearer will be. Is it 13th month or just 13th astrology sign?
I think it's both.
So does the snake bearer, once it's added in the astrology, does this whole tempe come to fruition?
What they're predicting? Because
Yes.
they're saying that they're predicting another ice age, actually.
Yes. And I've heard somebody say that it is coming, ice age is coming.
My grandfather swore by that when he taught geography.
Yeah, they said that back in the 80s.
He said it as long as I've been around. He used to teach his geography class. He said, "Don't believe the BS of the planet
warming.
heating up. We're going to get cold again." I went, "Oh, which is worse?"
There is a guy who is monitoring this and he is predicting, and I'm like, nope, not going to happen. Manifesting, no.
No, they predicted 2000 was going to be the start of a new ice age, and it never happened. So
Yeah.
And then they said that could be
it became global warming.
It's the opposite, you mean?
Uh-huh.
So they also predicted, like, because they saw snakes, was that the entrance to the underworld?
Ooh, like Sheol, like really underground.
Well, you got the Euphrates River, so wasn't the fallen taken under there?
But they were trapped under there.
So could we check that out?
Mm-hmm. She's Vipian King.
I haven't.
Hang on.
Uh-oh, he's getting
Actually, like
his Vipi out.
subliminally
Okay. La 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 la.
Oh, I guess you guys didn't hear me. Hold on, let me repeat it.
Here, let me repeat this. No.
Oh, it's gonna be a long show. Okay.
Okay, what's the question?
Is this Gobekli Temple an opening to the underworld where the fallen's been, where the fallens are? Your na threw me off for a loop.
You're welcome.
Because it has to be dia at the end of the na dia.
The cards say yes. Generations of them. That's where they were thrown down to, and that's where they're trapped, and that's they're surrendered to.
Wow.
They are contracted to be there for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, which is
That's
soon.
interesting. Wow. Pulled the star card. So maybe that means in the off world or
I get yes, but more to it.
Yeah. So were they draconian? That's the question.
That's what I was looking at. Those. Remember when I said on those pillars? I said on those pillars were those lizards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Watchers are supposed to be the fallen angels. So if the fallen angels are alien in nature,
oh, was this your Vippy question, Jen?
No, I'm just curious because
she doesn't need a Vippy card.
No,
she's
when
a
I
host.
was exactly when I was looking it up, this map came up.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Do you understand? Right in the dead center.
Yeah, and is that where the North Pole is? Is that? I'm sorry. Is that Antarctica? Or no? Is that just a circle?
No. This is an overlap part of the map. I'll show you a more detailed one in a minute. But they were focused on this draconian because you got your dippers here, and this is how a lot of their stuff was mapped out over Zeta Reticuli 1 and 2, which is the Draco constellation. We know that not too many good things come out of that constellation.
Okay, not everything, or not every being out of the Draco constellation is a reptilian.
Right.
I am getting the fallen angels or the Watchers were actually from the Draco.
Interesting
constellation.
Okay, that is interesting. Wow.
You're welcome.
Now, if you turn one of them on their side,
they snore. No, they don't snore.
I got more stuff.
They have their tongue hanging out. Got it.
I got more stuff off the constellations than I did the actual ground.
Really?
That's there because it's in Scorpion. The Scorpio is Scorpio. Okay.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
So this is how they were drawing it on their.
I know, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Totally.
That's when the ice age hit because the sun was over the wing over the Scorpio
Right. This is how they predicted these tragedies, that once something overlaid another one, that, and I would give all honor and glory to the creator because he works in patterns. If it happens once, it's going to happen again. And if they've been around for a long time dealing with other groups, they know exactly when to pinpoint it based on the stars, because our creator mapped it out for us.
Yeah.
God's a great artist. So when he puts it up there, pay attention to this, please.
Yeah. A snake is a snake, and it's not water.
Yeah. True.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So that snake bearer, there was a theory that was that snake bearer the one who tempted Adam and Eve.
A representation of Satan.
Yeah, the snake bearer. They had a statue of you showed it, and they're thinking maybe he actually walked, who was tempted that Adam and Eve to.
Which picture was this?
You
But
weren't here.
I get a no on that.
Mm.
But what, I don't know what the
Well, that's why I said
was.
theory.
I'll bring it back up. This was the statue of the snake bearer.
They said the face broke off, so they.
Yeah, I'm getting a no.
Okay.
There is another statue of a reptilian that I saw somewhere. I don't know if it had the same type of being around the temple or not.
For all you young people, or people who had young people, that reminded me of The Last Airbender. He had a tattoo up on his head that looked like that.
Yeah, the arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. Not to Spirit wants to argue with King's answer. So,
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Argue all you want, hey.
Don't argue back. Don't argue back.
This is just what the cards say.
I am not 100% right all the time. I'm just saying.
Shock face. Okay. Yeah, what? So 2 races, and then the Empress, and she represents Gaia, possibly Eden, and then Temperance comes in. So, yeah. How Lucifer, Satan, actually presents himself as a light bearer, an angel kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they say yes. All right. Now, thousand clicks here. Now, so this is a more detailed map.
Wow. That means it's around, or is it under the firmament?
Is that the North Pole or the pole?
La 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 la. So, yeah, this is a representation of the North Pole right there in the dead center. So, Hercules. Yep. So, yeah, it gives you an idea of where these constellations lie and what they were focused on when they made these and how it lays out. Now, when I look at them, I really have to study them to see these little shapes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, but like shapes. Other than Scorpio, this Scorpion is actually Scorpius and Libra. So they actually made these designs that incorporated multiple constellations into one picture.
Well, I also heard that when this happens, it is in the Aquarius, and I see Aquarius coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
And we'll be there completely probably in the next couple of years. That's when we're really hitting into the heart of Aquarius.
I don't think so yet. I really don't.
You don't think it's gonna be that fast?
No.
Because according to scripture, it is.
Okay.
The golden dawn, the age of Aquarius, the time that Yeshua, when he promised that it all be good, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it in heaven. That's what I'm basing it on, all the study that I did, that we're just really a couple years away from it.
It's the tip, not in the heart of it. It's the tip.
Well, no, not the heart, just starting.
The tip. Yeah, very tip.
I'm getting 2027.
Yeah, that's what I've always gotten.
Good thing you're still in 2023, King.
Yeah, I know.
We are.
For what, another week or two?
But anyway, but it's fascinating of how they create these using multiple of the constellations that we're familiar with, because we break them down: Libra, Virgo, Taurus. They're all individual, but they take multiples and then they create these. So that's even more advanced than I would have thought.
Yeah, actually, I think the new year actually probably starts on Friday.
Oh, New Year starts on Friday. Ooh.
Yeah, when the winter solstice ends.
Didn't we? Okay.
Then we go into spring. The first day
See,
is
today,
spring.
I thought today was the first day of spring, and then everybody said no, yesterday was the first day of spring. And I said, since
Really? Well,
when?
let's find out. Shoot, my
Okay, you
goodness.
guys find out. But
2024.
While King's finding that out, Jen, this that you show, is that pillar 18, the constellation of Aquarius?
Okay.
They had different pillars show different histories.
Yeah.
Okay. It was yesterday.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. I'm like, since
Yeah. The Tuesday, March 19th at 11:06 p.m. Eastern Time marked the vernal equinox for the Northern Hemisphere.
Darn.
So spring has already begun.
I didn't get to flip. On the spring equinox, if you
I'm in now
put an
2024.
if you put an egg on a table, it will stay standing up until the equinox passes. We've done that. Yeah, it really works.
Can't spin it.
No, don't you? And people do broomsticks, but I was using mine yesterday.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw you flying across.
Busy.
I saw you flying across there. Yeah.
Mine was busy too. I was in public all day, so yeah. All right. So this, you were talking about which pillar and the numbers on them.
Yeah.
It might be kind of hard to see, but 18 is down here.
Yes, it was pillar 18.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I was seeing something with Orion yesterday too.
Yeah. Well, and if it has to do with our dippers, that makes sense. I
saw the dipper at 5 this morning. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing over here on this side?"
I have 4 of them. I'm telling you, there's 2 big dippers and 2 little dippers. And the only conclusion is that I have come up with is that I'm seeing the blending of the old with the new. That's my
time to check your eyes.
Well, Jen's got her glasses on. Yeah.
Regal. I love looking at Orion when he's up there.
Yep.
What's SSE stand for, Jen?
Southeast.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the way it's pointing is where the
where they did the alignment of it. So
that is so amazing.
Yeah. And so we're supposed to be convinced the people that only knew how to carve out of a rock, this is what they did all day.
Stone Age men who only knew how to eat and grunt.
Somebody call me.
Yeah, when I said grunt, yeah.
No, Stone Age man.
Yeah.
You weren't there, you said.
I wasn't.
Okay,
am now.
here's another conspiracy, let's say.
Okay.
On the pillars, it writes about human and human hybrids. It's in the book of Enoch. And so I think that's what we were just talking about before, Jen. And
Yeah.
in the book of Jubilee has a story on the pillars talking about the fallen teaching of the watchers through the constellations. And
Yes.
that's why they think they purposely buried those, because they did not want people to know about it.
Well, it makes sense. If you want to cover it up,
Mhm.
literally,
Let's put some dirt on it.
just put some dirt on it.
So let's say, was it literally covered up by mud floods?
See, I came across that too, because if there was a great tidal wave, was it destroyed by that? Or was it destroyed by I think there were multiple mud floods. So was that or did it happen in a more modern time and our governments did it? That's
Okay. Once you're done, are you pulling for that one? If it was covered up by mud floods?
I am getting the government of Turkey did it.
All right, and I'm gonna ask another question for that one.
I did not see your Vippy card. That's
Uh-oh.
better.
Challenge accepted.
Wait, King.
Ooh.
All right. This
It's
German
the Flying Fickle Finger of Fate award.
this German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt.
Yes.
Was one of the first ones to dig up or excavate this tempe. And what you said, it was covered up by the Turkish government,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, he was fairly young. I think he was born in maybe 1956, I believe. He died in 2014. Is there a reason why he died so young? Was he uncovering something that should not have been uncovered?
Well, first of all, I'm still working on the government one and the mud floods. It looks like this was destroyed by government too, because they didn't want them to see the real truth, because it's going to ask a lot of questions, cause a lot of anxiety. They'd rather just cover it up, walk away from it. They don't need to know this. But I guess they weren't.
Yeah, I got a yes to your question, Nadia.
Yeah. Like I said, the deeper I was digging into it, the more questions I had. So yes, he was taken out of the pictures. There's also, I think, what the government also did. They had a sacred tree in that area, where the Kurds would go there, like a ritual, let's say, and put cloths on this tree for their a new beautiful new year or whatever.
Prayer or something. Yeah.
Yeah, prayer, exactly. And they put restrictions that nobody was able to do that, even though they tore down the tree and put a new tree. They were restricted not to do that. And I wonder what energy is there.
Well, did they also not do this to the site on Ararat Mountain where they found Noah's Ark? They used to be able to go and excavate. Now no one is allowed to go. The government said stop, no more. So they're covering up, the government's covering up just about anything that would give us proof to our history. Because if the world knew that Noah's Ark was real, they would have to acknowledge God.
Well, I thought they said that it was up there.
Oh, no, there's still controversy.
Oh,
yeah, there's still back and forth.
Okay. Wow, I think I finished. Okay, there's one more thing.
Who'd have not finished?
Who'd have thunk it? They noticed totem poles there that was similar to the Eastern Pacific or the Northern Pacific.
Northwest.
Northwest. Hold on. I lost my page on that. I'm going by memory.
Northwest Native American tribes.
Native American.
And Canadian too.
Yeah, and so they found similarities to that. They also mentioned that shaman shapeshifters. But something keeps drawing me to fox, Fox, the fox. Is there a spirit animal around there protecting it? The fox.
The fox in particular.
Yes, there's a red fox.
It's a red fox, yes.
Mainly Puget Sound area.
What is it?
Puget Sound area. All the way from Vancouver, BC down to Olympia, Washington. There's a red fox spirit that's protecting.
No, but I'm wondering if it's protecting Gobekli Tempe too.
Yes.
There's got to be a correlation for it.
It's like two separate red foxes of the same family, though.
Not of the same family?
Of the same family.
Because they were showing how that fox can hunt during Ice Age, during the winter. And they have so many fox drawings in the,
They can,
in
yeah.
the colors. Well,
They are avid hunters in the wintertime, yes.
believe it or not, I am almost done with my research.
Oh, say it so.
What was that,
think-
Jen?
I think that there's more than just a fox.
No, there are more, but that fox was so pronounced to me.
Mm. Yeah, one of many. Absolutely one of many. They work together. They are guardians, and they are
Well,
divine.
you're talking about several different temples. Also.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yes.
So the picture on this screen they're very similar, but all of these come from different places all over the world. And look at the similarities. So,
Look at the one at the top right.
The second one?
Reminds me of Easter Island.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
I thought I saw Gilgamesh.
hold on a second. This is another one that I brought up because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That they're so similar. Where everybody belong to the same group, worship the same gods. Why is it similar? That's my question.
Yeah, they
Are
are
these
similar.
gods or do they represent people?
ETs.
I got
Okay.
counsel.
They worshipped as gods,
Mm.
but they're the same constellation, I guess.
Mm.
I don't know if they were all from Draco.
I got counsel.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means.
Well, that could be from one solar system within Draco.
Go back.
A council of 12 or something, and they all look alike. But
Well, one. You missed Olmec.
Olmec.
The Olmec.
Stampede.
Is it? It's so cool, though.
You've never heard of the Olmec Stampede?
Really? Was that a football team?
No. They have a Olmec is just south of the Canadian border in Washington State, and they have a rodeo or something like that. They call it the Stampede, a race with the horses. The Olmec Stampede every year.
Huh.
Okay, well, you mentioned something about off-world.
Yeah.
What did you say? Draco or what?
Draco. Well, it could have been. It didn't have to be Draco, but it was just something that came up.
Okay, because maybe something of that kind of council also for the Mayans, because what they also found by the monoliths, they had animal remains and human skeletal remains, mainly decapitated. So was that like one of them was sacrificed?
Sacrificial?
Huh?
Like
I'm
a
sorry?
sacrificial thing?
Yes, they said some of the skulls had holes in them, pierced holes in them.
Wow.
Strong yes. Sacrificial.
Because the Mayans practiced that too. So are they
Because
all
it would.
features?
Well, I don't know where the Mayans. The Mayans came from a different. I don't think they were from the Draco system. They were from some
I
other
don't
system.
either. Inca,
And Aztec.
Mayan, and
Aztecs.
Aztec. Yeah. I think they were totally different.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe they just did it to appease, to avoid, because you know what? Sorry, it just came in. Some other civilization took over what was built originally, and they thought they could appease the gods by sacrifice.
Oh, it could be.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
what I get.
that's
I
what
got
I just
strong
got.
yes to that.
Yeah, so it's not the
And you
original.
didn't even wave your hands for that.
I did my
That's
head.
amazing. I think that's amazing.
I was waving my feet.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm done with my research.
Can we put that on video?
Waving my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay would probably throw up if he saw the video.
Another thing, there's some of the statues that are very, very similar to these have been found in China. They go that far over that they're all very similar.
Thailand as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They
All
have
over
this
Southeast Asia.
statue of a boar that's up on this shelf.
Yeah.
And it
that.
actually has been preserved so well that they realized it was originally painted. The inside of the mouth was red, but the boar itself was black with white spots, or vice versa.
Oh,
That they actually painted these. Can you imagine if there was paint on all of these pictures? That's colorful.
I think it was Pillar 12 that had the Crayola crayon box on it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, was it? It's where the
number
Marines met.
64.
Okay. Then they got fancy, and now they had 120 in a box.
No, the sharpener was the fancy. Actually, that was funny. One night, I put myself and I said, I'm going to start studying this. And next thing you know, my ADD mind went, ooh, how do they make crayons?
That was the night we talked.
Yeah.
I said, what do you, she said, I don't know how the conversation starts. What are you doing? She goes, learning how to make crayons. And I went, you joining the Marines? You think you're going to go hungry? What?
Very interesting how Crayola came up with non-toxic crayons. It was pretty, I think that's probably safer to eat than Cheerios. But all right. We can answer questions. You got quite a bit, Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got at least 9. I'm sure there's probably more.
There were more, and and I'm very happy and proud of you guys because you were asking questions on the topic. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Forest
Mountain. Well, I'm going to start with my coffee shop. Marcy's got a question.
All right. And I'm also blaming Forest Mountain.
Marcy said we had a big raccoon walking around disoriented. Then I see it laying on the side of the road, thought it was dead. I felt sad and wanted it to live. Then I seen it in a tree and it was gone from the road. Did I manifest it back to living? Thank you. You never know. Well, that's true. We never know.
I see Marcy hitting it with the defibrillator and it just like
clear. Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? How did I get in a tree?
Oh, interesting. I got a yes.
Yeah. This little critter had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got victory by doing this.
Yeah, and you got it before it could shake it all about.
There you go. This is a celebration. You should have you reverse the situation. So good job, Marcy.
Congratulations, Marcy. The power is within you.
The force is with
It
me.
thanks you. So don't be surprised if it comes back. I like this lady.
I want food. Food.
All right. I'm going to go to these starred questions. King, do you have any in your coffee?
I didn't see any, no.
Okay.
Not since Craig from yesterday.
Okay. If the mods want to drop King's link in there, or King can do it.
I can do it.
Anybody?
I can do
You
anything.
can do it. All right. All right. First
Mommy,
question.
you shake and bake, and I'll help.
Shake and bake. I make my own shake and bake. All right. I found out, this is Caroline, I found out that my grandmother's brother passed away. He was either 100 or 101. Does he have anything to say? Wow.
I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. Okay.
Coming, Elizabeth.
Caroline.
Actually, I'm getting a yes, but I don't know what the message
I am
is.
getting a yes, and I'm wondering if, like, Carolyn, did you meet him? Because I think he's very fond of you.
I get a very strong yes to that.
Okay. There's some advice. Yeah. I'm getting an energy feel here. First, the message is he's great, resting at peace. Four of Swords is being at rest. So he's happy. He's lived a long life, love his heart.
He's
King of
finding his
Pentacles.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. King of Pentacles. So he's watching further generations. So he's kind of a watcher, father figure for all the generations to come. Now, here's your message. If there are things in your life that are not emotionally serving you, please walk away from them. You've got to learn to tread lightly with your emotions because they tend to they overrun you. Okay.
Stress you out. Yeah.
Yes. Five of Pentacles. Don't let it, and look at this card as don't let people guilt you into being left out in the cold. Well, you don't care and all that kind of stuff. No, don't let people do that. That's emotional manipulation, because what they're wanting you to do is surrender to their voice. Do not do that. So he's saying, be strong, know who you are, love yourself, and don't let people manipulate you.
Let me catch that question at the 1:51 your time for Jules. I think that's going to be the last. If we can pause the questions now, I think.
Oh, good. I just added mine. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Okay. After not.
Of course.
I
She's going to add it either way.
I did not want to use my Vippy.
Okay. Katrina. That's a good one. That one's yesterday. Called Nashville and let the police know of my reading on Riley Strain. That was a psychic that also gave the same info as I did. Okay. Hope they look into the metal yard. All right.
What was it?
Excellent. Katrina. Yesterday, this Riley.
The Riley Strain, the third.
Yeah, the college boy that went missing.
Yeah, I didn't
got
even know what it was. It sounded like a disease to me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
No, it's well, I had gotten also the same as what she was getting. It was a auto salvage yard that he would be in. I was getting a blue sedan, and so she had called the police in Nashville, and they are saying that they have a psychic that's also giving the same info. So hopefully,
wow,
they are looking in the salvage yards around Nashville.
Wow.
I love the confirmation.
Indeed.
17 has one in here too. She says, Jen, I want to thank you and the guides for the reading you gave me on dealing with the lawyers in Tennessee. They called me yesterday and said my check's in the mail.
Excellent.
Oh, the tiny homes. Nice. Woo. Congrats.
Nice.
Oh, we got a little straggler here on the bottom, Jen. Hubby.
Oh,
All right, let's go ahead and just hey, Lee.
Lee, nowhere.
Yes, nowhere man. I don't know
nowhere,
where
man.
if I'm coming or going at this point right now. Hold the questions, I guess. For now. Pause.
Yeah. Lee smelt the conversation of crayons earlier, so that's why he's here.
He's got his coloring book all ready to go, and just waiting to find out which one.
He's like, it's lunchtime. I smell crayons.
I packed his lunch, so he better not be. He's looking for a treat. Mm-hmm. See how that is. All right, Terry, you got booted out. Were you naughty? You naughty girl. All right. Next question. Brother Roy, is there any truth in Graham Hancock's writings and videos? Well, he's got a lot of them.
He has a lot of them.
I am getting a very strong yes to those. Yes.
You know, it's so funny. He is like the Billy Carson of Gobekli Temple.
Wow. Yeah.
Go back and what?
Go back, nowhere, man. Go ahead.
Take this off. Okay. Yes. Strength card. The Emperor. He knows his stuff. Absolutely. We should pay attention to him. That's a victory card. That's a celebration. He knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff. And I think that would be cool with him and Billy Carson discussing it.
Oh, wow. And they both have studied it. So that'd be an interesting conversation.
Let's manifest it, guys. I'd love to watch it.
There you go. All right. Tyler, was Gobstopper Tempe buried by the flood, or was it intentional to hide it? Well, I think we answered that. Why would it be hidden? But it calls it proves that we're older. Humankind is older than 6,000 years old. That we've been around.
I didn't want you to know that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I believe it was. Why did they leave? I think it was started by all.
Was it started by off-worlders?
Well, if you consider it, which we don't know if Atlantis came before or after, but if it was started by Atlantean or Lemurian people who came to help them, they were originally off-worlders to begin with.
Right. And we, according to the whole period of the Younger Dryas age, Atlantis came, like I said, about 1,000 years after this one did. So I don't.
Hold on, Jen. When you say Atlantis came 1,000 years after, so you said there was no Atlantean civilization until 1,000 years after, or did they have it before?
Basing it on the information that they have and where they believe. Now, a lot of these writings are coming from Plato, and he has been proven right over and over and over again, even though the big archaeologists say he was making it up.
Oh, no, he talked about, but did Plato know Atlantis was there, or did Plato know when Atlantis sunk?
Plato, I think he knew both. He knew the record time of when it was created, plus also the fall of it.
I was trying to answer the last one, if Anunnaki had something to do with it. Were they around when Anunnaki was? That's what I want to know. Was Gobekli Tempe around when Anunnaki came, or was it before Anunnaki came and then Gobekli Tempe happened?
Okay.
Well, let's ask first then, were the Anunnaki the actual first off-worlders that came?
Were Anunnaki? I don't get it. I don't get a yes, but were Anunnaki is the first off-worlders?
Well, get a yes.
Earn it.
Okay, jeez.
Not the only. So maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing more to it. I think there's more than just the Anunnaki that were here.
Ace of Wands. So yes, they were part of the original, but they were in limbo for a while. But they came to steal. I mean, this is their harvesting planet, so to speak.
Yeah, they came for enslavement.
Well, and for the natural resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think hence comes another battle because here's a lost card.
And they lost and they left.
Well, Atlantis and Lemuria were always at war with each other.
Yeah.
And Lemuria was I don't know who came first, the Draco or Anunnaki or whoever it was.
All right,
I'm getting Aztec, the Aztec Inca Mayan on Lemuria.
That'd be interesting.
Aztec first, then Gobekli. What does that mean?
No, I'm getting, well, as far as who was here first.
Aztec, really?
I think Aztec, Mayan, and Inca were all part of one.
They were related. This is
yeah, they're all related, but they all originated from Olmec. Olmec originated from Thoth.
Oh boy.
No spitting. Oh, hold on. I gotta represent. I had to put one of those in there. All right. But that's where they came. That's where the purse. And then you got the purse also in pillar, 44, 43?
Oh, yeah, the man purse.
The man purse.
And the Ankh.
And the Ankh, yes. So that's what I'm thinking. Shoot, what was my Vippy card for?
You don't even remember.
Oh, the Vippy card. What was it for? Oh, okay. Remember how we talked about so many different types of floods? Everybody had a story. Yeah. Was that part in Gobekli Temple? They had that the tsunami or floods. Was that the cause of Anunnakis? They caused that flood. You remember they said there were multiple stories of the flood where God asked Noah, Anunnaki asked another person's name. China had their story of the flood.
Do you know that carved into the stone of the Gobekli is the comet? They predicted a comet, or recorded that a comet had come down.
Enke.
Yeah.
It was
so. Which a comet can create tidal waves, floods, and mud floods. So
they said that it happened because when the ice age melted in weeks instead of like years, that's when the flood, the Great Flood happened.
I'm on an earlier tangent.
Well, it has a lot to do with why there's a lot of displacement around all of these places. The flooding, because I think they're separated. So if these tragedies, floods, mud floods, whatever, or whether it was water or not, created, however, is this how they would create the next civilization across the world, because they were displaced? So it wasn't really global. I'm not talking about Noah's flood. I'm talking about the one you're talking about. If the Anunnaki had anything to do with it, it was just sectional. Does that make sense? That they just chose certain areas that they were trying to go after? I don't think that they had global rule.
I don't think they had Did they have trees back then? Is the Ark in Ararat not Noah's, but of the Anunnaki's flood? I think we did talk about it being multiple arcs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did. And now something very interesting about the one that's in Ararat is it meets the dimensions of the cubits in the Bible
Yes, it does.
perfectly.
Yes.
So that's got Noah's name written all over it. But do we know if the Anunnaki were around during Noah?
Okay. Do we know if the Anunnaki was around during Noah's time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, very strong yes. Wow.
And I also get Lemurians predate the Anunnaki.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that's why they went underground.
Well, they were still at war with each other, I think.
Yeah, but they went underground.
Yes, they were
Yeah.
here during the time of Noah's flood. Absolutely. That was a huge part for the flood.
Yeah.
Because they were the watchers.
Yeah.
So if they were the watchers, they wouldn't have left. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're
Remember
welcome.
well, some are stuck underground. Could be under Euphrates. The watchers.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
ones that were cast down. I don't think all 200 of them were cast and chained up. I think it was the leaders of.
It was the
The
ones
200.
who taught man how to use tools and make weapons, and the big dog leaders, and that's in Enoch as well.
Yeah.
They tell you who it mainly concentrated on. Yeah, I agree. Not all of them are under there. It's just like if you look at the layers of the hierarchy of our divine angels, they have their hierarchy too. So, Gabriel's got messengers under him, Michael's got warriors under him. They have the same system. So I think the ones that are under Euphrates are the main leaders. Yeah.
Okay.
As I can't pronounce his name.
sense.
As the big A. Do you remember who A is?
Oh yeah.
Al.
Al.
Al. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Al Bundy, everyone. Okay.
I wish it was Al Bundy. Yeah. It'd be nicer.
All
Funny.
Back to these questions.
Yeah, you had a few more that popped up in here.
Okay. Jules.
Let's go back here.
Gobekli and other star forts.
Star forts. Interesting.
Would make sense. They were so hooked on the constellations.
So will that make them Tartarians? Or Gobekli and others. Gobekli star forts.
I get a no to that. However,
Yeah.
they are pointing up to star forts out off planet.
Very interesting. These two cards in this deck. That's where my eye was drawn to. They're both pointing up. Look up with the stars.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Lots of secrets behind this. High Priestess, I mean, she can be tricky. Wow. Okay. Base card. Here's Roy's card. These are pointing up too. Go sword.
One on the left and one on the right.
Yep. Okay, Spirit. Now you're just showing off. The one sticks out.
Got every right to.
I know. It's the full card. What's he doing? And then pay attention to the little symbols. It's all our stars, the constellations.
That's awesome.
Spirit showing off. Okay. All right.
That is fun.
All right, Miss Charlotte. Is Gobekli gold? Okay,
Go behind key.
Go behind.
Okay.
Gobekli.
Any connection to Trump's mention of 15-minute cities he was going to build healing?
Huh?
Trump. When did Trump mention?
Trump wasn't going to. No,
That's not
Trump
his
wasn't
idea. He
building
doesn't
it.
want
No.
15 minutes.
That wasn't Trump's idea. That was
That's a
that
deep
was
state.
the NWO idea.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the third temple or something like that. 15. Trump mentioned 15.
No, the
minutes.
15-minute cities is to cram all of humanity so the elites could have most of the property for themselves.
That's
cram
a NWO.
That you had to live within city limits. No, you can't own your own property, but you'll be happy and eat bugs.
Yeah.
This is where all this comes in there, but that wasn't Trump's. And now if he mentioned it, he's always going to do a play on words.
Yes, he will.
So if he's playing
codes.
around with what the deep state's saying, we can look into that. Now, of course, the second part of that is healing. So if he's trying to hint that he will create cities of healing, I can ask that question.
Yeah, I'm getting this. This is exactly what they were doing with the bloodbath thing that
Yeah.
he
Oh,
mentioned.
yeah. They took his words and
It's
then,
the same thing out of context. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're seeing if Gobekli is connected to healing? Is that the question we're asking?
Yeah.
Is Gobekli connected to healing?
Well, is
I don't think it.
Okay. So I did a split
I don't know.
question. The top part represents the New World Order, the deep state, and their
Yeah.
15 minutes cities. And then the bottom three are Trump's plans. Okay. So this is the deep state. You have the devil to cause pain, heartache, and create more inner civil war.
yeah.
So this is horrible for humanity. That's the deep state. And the
It's
bottom
fair.
three are Trump's plans. Page of Wands, looking at divine healing, and this is optimism. So starting a new beginning, a new way of dealing things for humanity. That's a huge humanity card. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, these are things that he's going to manifest for humanity when it comes to healing areas. But he's not going to cram everybody into high rises and make you fight for scraps of food or bugs. So
For 15 minutes before they kill you.
Or electric cars so it can die when you reach the limits of your border.
Okay, let's raise the vibration up. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
We'll do that shock face. That'll raise the vibration.
Before Cubby left, he asked a question. I want to start because he thinks he's VIP. I'm just saying.
Ooh, did he show his VIP card?
You need to make him a VIP card. He's a busy man.
It's a green crayon.
Okay. Actually, it is. Mhm. Okay. Caroline. Does the Bible verses Act 2 verses 17 through 21 are about the eclipse coming April 15th?
I don't know much. There she goes.
We shall find out. Second X.
You know, we had a session yesterday on and we had this
Partially.
question come up. What's the point? What's the importance of this eclipse? And a lot of it of fear is to give loose, to give feed the fear, feed the hungry, negative people, you know?
I just had this conversation with Lee the other day because a lot of the school systems, this is nationwide, are actually calling for a state of emergency. They have closed schools. They are begging people to get water, food, and be prepared to stay in your house. if that's not fear mongering, I don't know what is. But I also take it with a grain of salt that these people have to warn you if they're planning something and knowing something we don't.
Well, I think they did a test run in 2008, maybe when I was overseas, and they had a solar eclipse. And they made them board the windows, close all the curtains, close the shops. People were terrified to be outside at
Yes.
the time. And they may have thought they were going to evaporate or something or vaporize.
Well, I'm curious to know if they're going to, if they know that there's healing properties to this eclipse, maybe they don't want you to be out there. So that could be another reason. We got all of our glasses in the mail, so the whole family is prepared. We all go stand out there and watch it.
Did you get that from a company that like $2 for that whole 10-pack? My sister-in-law did it. I'm like, you're gonna go blind.
They're selling them in town for $2 a pair. I only paid $2 for a pack of 10.
Oh, I know, but she ordered it and she goes, I got 10 for $2. I'm like, you guys are gonna go blind. That was a joke, but I think, Jen, when we were younger, our teachers made us make these boxes to see it, and we were all allowed to go outside and do that. Now,
oh yeah, we had to bring our own cereal boxes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that because these kids are starseeds, they're going to know the truth, and that's why they don't want the kids to go out there.
Okay, so Caroline, yeah, it took me a second. Now that I started reading the first verse, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a whole lot more to this. Now they are talking about our time frame, and I'll read it to you guys. And it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, that I'll pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions. Your old men shall dream dreams. And on my men servants and on my maid servants I will pour out my spirit in those days. They shall prophesy. I will show wonders in the heaven above and the signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Think about all the volcanoes. We just had another one that broke the other day. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So it's not just the eclipse. The eclipse, I would put it in that category, but it's not just.
There's more to it. Yeah. And the blood moons, it said the blood moons after, was it after the blood moons that he comes?
Yes, after they're complete.
So, and we've already had the blood moons back a few years ago.
Yes. So, but these eclipses, they are very, very important. They are biblical, and we know that God is trying to tell us something. So heed the warning, but do not let it be fear, doom, and gloom, and bring down your frequency. Enjoy it. Just take what comes. Your faith will get you.
Be like me. They tell me not to do something. I'm going to do it. So,
well,
see. That's why we get along so well.
So I want to say, just use your discernment. Whatever your gut says, go with it, because
it says feed me, so I guess I'll go with it.
Okay, so
sorry, Nadia, the eclipse that happened in 2017, they kind of gave the same warning, but it wasn't as detailed. I laid out on the hood of my car, watched that whole thing, loved every minute of it, and it was so relaxing and enjoyable. And I think it brings a great frequency, and it's just like this smooth energy when an eclipse happens. I can't explain it, but I think they're keeping us from experiencing healing and the good energy. So fear, doom, and gloom, get your water and food, go in the basement, and don't come out until I tell you.
My guess is, the sun that we have now is the original sun, so it probably has the healing effects for it.
Okay, so in 2017, they showed that the eclipse was going towards, I don't know, Texas, towards Washington, that area, right?
Yeah.
But in 2017, I was in Chicago, and I was looking at the eclipse. So how is that possible that it was going one way, but it passed my way?
That you're backwards.
Did it pass you, or did you jump and catch up with it?
Ooh, that could have been a different timeline. No,
You
there was
drove with your bare feet.
See?
the Flintstone car. No, but we all were outside. Everybody was outside looking up and everything like that. And I'm like, Tom Skilling, our news guy, a weather guy, very emotional because he hasn't seen one of these eclipses. And I'm going, but if it was going this way, how come they're pointing it that way? So it was hard for me to
Is
understand.
it a mirrored image? Is that what they're trying? I mean, their perception, the way that. Is it the way that they were presenting it on the news? Or the
No,
way
it was
you've seen it?
visible. I'm going to, you know what, I will get with my siblings and see what year it was, but it was definitely a big solar eclipse.
Yeah. I remember as a child, one of the eclipses that happened, the whole school, that was like our afternoon off. They brought the whole school out into the playground, and everyone, after with our little cereal box viewmasters, so to speak, we all watched it, and then we had to write science reports on it. But yeah, it was part of, they encourage us to get involved with it. Now it's like, no, keep your children at home.
And we were all outside in the sun and that dangerous vaporizing sun.
No one died.
No one died. No animals were hurt at the
Meanwhile, back in the stars.
All right.
Oh, the starred questions?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. King's like, shut up. I got to go. Okay.
Oh, she's up?
No, I don't know if she's up. I doubt that she is up. I don't.
He
think
just
it's gonna
knows
happen.
that this is going to turn into a Jen Nadia conversation that will last 7
Exactly.
hours.
That's exactly what it turned into.
Got it. All right. All right. Marcy wants to know, mainstream media is telling people to stock up on food. Yeah, for family and pets for eclipses. Is it for different reasons? That's what I'm saying. If they're going to use it as an excuse to do something, now what I will do is pull cards. Are they planning something nefarious that has nothing to do with the eclipse, but they're going to use that date? Because remember, the enemy has to tell you what they're going to do ahead of time.
I'm getting the white hats are going to finish up some business.
They have plans. But I think, well, let's see. But the white hats already know about it, so they're going to disrupt it.
Yeah, I think they want everybody out before they start.
Jay says I need to make another, or she needs another make energy. I don't know what that means.
Let me check it out. Jay say King needs another make energy. King needs another make energy.
Okay. So it looks like originally the deep state had some plans there and they want you in your house. But here's the thing. The good guys are coming in. These are good, beautiful humanitarian cards in the sun. They're going to use the eclipse as a time. So the deep state had original plans. White hats are cleaning it up.
They're cleaning it up and they don't want people there.
Right. Right.
Okay. Tyler.
Next.
How many apocalypses have we survived now?
That looked like 30, it looked like when you
It could be. Tyler, that's how we count. And Nadia's doing it with her feet too, so double it. So
yeah, it looks like a little seizure under the table, but yeah.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. The end of the world's coming. How many times has the end of the world come?
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Chicken Little. So yeah.
I'm getting 6.
6. Oh, you take it as literal. I thought he was joking.
Yeah, I'm
no, it was literal. It was literal.
I'm going to answer that question.
In all of history?
Yes.
So you got
Earth's history, there have been 6 apocalypses.
Since the guy has been here. Let's see.
Every 2,000 years.
Yeah. Well, not 2,000. I think more than that.
No, I was just guessing on that part. I let the ego in on that.
Would an apocalypse be every time the axis shifted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're confirming this is now the Spirit's not calling it. They don't like the word apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't either.
They don't like that word. Wrong word to use.
Yeah.
This confirms 6. Call it a judgment.
Okay.
Okay. That's what it
6
is.
judgments. Yeah.
But this is interesting. There, it's wrapping up for humanity because we're being freed. Talk about the age of Aquarius. That's it is. It's our jubilee time. It's humanity gets it back. We are free and independent from these. So yeah.
I think, like we said, the planet is filled every time a judgment happened. It would be filled, and now
the paper towel roll.
The paper towel roll is done, so we go to New Gaia now.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Roy was saying.
Meanwhile.
He should have been nowhere, man. He should have been the time rabbit on Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, all right, here we go. Could we have a reading if Atlantis destruction came before Gobekli? Pepe.
Papa!
Come on.
Papa!
It was in Italy.
Atlantis destruction before Gobekli. Okay, well.
Shouldn't come before Gobekli.
No. I'm still getting Gobekli Tepe was long before Atlantis.
No. Schneider, come. Come here, baby. I gotta know.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'll confirm in this timeline.
And I'll raise you too.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go in the double.
So it looks like Gobekli is the first. They were the first to miss out.
Yeah.
And
are you talking now?
No, I can go.
Yeah, he can go. Let him go.
Yeah, I know you did.
You
put me on hold, girl.
I was tired, Grandpa.
Yeah, he can go. He can go. Go ahead.
I can go. They can have their conversation. I don't care. Get ready.
I'm not leaving. If I leave, you don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, so
all right.
What Roy said at the bottom, therefore Graham Hancock got it wrong.
Yes.
Well, maybe that one part of it.
But it could be a different timeline.
Well, yeah, most of what Graham Hancock had brought out was true. Not everything is. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say no one has perfect evidence. So yeah, if there's one or two things that are wrong, that's okay. We understand that. We don't make a mistake here or there. There's their hubby. He's a leaving.
Yeah, but there's also multiverses or timelines. I mean, he could have been right on one of those timelines. No? Because we're shifting so much, we don't know what is truth and what is not truth right now.
Yeah, but Graham didn't study timelines, though. All of his information is going to be based on this time.
So. Or what was given.
Yeah.
Downloaded.
Yeah.
Oh, Katrina, can you hear Schneider crying? Yeah. I'm trying to get him over. He's whining a little.
All right. Next question. It's not his. Did a fractal of my aunt come back?
Which aunt?
One who should not be here.
Okay. Is that her? She's got a strange name.
She's got a strange name?
Yeah.
It's a kind of religious name.
It should not be here.
Yeah. Oh, her name should not be here. Yes, definitely. Come here, buddy boy. My baby's here. Hi, love.
Hi, Snyder, baby.
Come here. You okay? Why are you
Okay.
I get a yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, she is seeking a new fight. She wants another battle.
She's got her
Chariot.
swords ready.
Came back a lot faster than we expected.
Well, sleeves are
Thank
up.
you, Spirit. Spirit says Nadia. Base card.
She come
Don't
back to
worry.
battle you. Is that it?
The Hermit. And the World Laurel Victory. You're fine.
Well, it's in the addendum.
Well, I simply asked, I said, how in the world did she get here? Look
Yep.
at this. Wheel of Fortune. She reversed the timeline.
But it's in the addendum. It's okay, love bug. That's why he's crying. All right.
Because
Okay,
it's
we'll
in the
handle it.
addendum.
It's okay. We'll handle it.
We made a new contract.
right.
All righty then.
Jules, will the
Okay.
bank issue that I had just arisen from the past be in my favor? I haven't responded yet. Will the bank issue that has just
Arisen.
risen from the past? Oh, so you had an old issue that came back up. Is it going to
Be resolved.
okay? In your
In her favor.
Okay.
I'm getting yes.
It is a yes, but you have to use your voice.
Yeah. Respond.
You have to respond. Oh, I didn't even read that part. Yeah, it's her throat chakra was pointing to me. Yeah. And say you're not happy with it because I got the navel chakra and the solar plexus.
Okay. Little bit of a struggle. Now I'm going to show you something. It is going to be in your favor, Jules. Okay. This is a good thing. You're going to have to sit back and wait for this settlement to be over with. He's very patient. I know you don't want to hear that. You're like, great. This is going to wear you out. But I want to show you there's a little conflict and it's temporary. You have 3 5s that are showing up. It's going to cause inner conflict. You're going to feel like you're not going to win and that you've totally lost it. But remember, that is temporary. You actually will win it because you have the Sun card. They're going to mess with you. They're going to test you, but you'll win.
That is funny that you said, Jen. Actually, it's 4 5s because my 5th chakra was the one that was saying to use her voice.
Well, there you go.
You got a
Now,
flush.
She's making us laugh again.
Is that a straight or a flush? A straight, I think.
Full house.
All right.
Ooh, someone's getting shoes on.
Yes.
All right. Nadia,
Mhm.
did Snyder cry this morning to let me know that my mom was not feeling well?
Go ahead, lay down. He heard me say shoes on and woke up.
He's like, are we going out, Mom?
I'm getting a no. I agree.
Yeah, he is hungry.
Poor Snyder. It's a no when it comes to your mom because the moon comes in. That's not why he's a howling at the moon. Remember the doggy howling? It's not. Divine off-worlders were there again.
Yeah, they've been there. Yeah. He does that every night.
Yeah. But this is his battle mode because that he just thinks he needs to defend and he really doesn't. He doesn't understand the concept of
Is that Schneider or Schnooter?
versus a bad one, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to throw this old man in here.
Oh!
Well, I have a quick recovery from his hand. Yeah, he sees a surgeon in 2 days, so he's
He
hoping
just-
because he's going to be out of work for a while. He has to have his hands on his
Oh,
trade.
okay.
Yeah, I have a yes.
I thought maybe his hand was smacking him around or something. You know, he had to
No,
tie
that's
it
my
down.
job. That's my hand.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Mhm.
His hand had to go to AA. No, no, I got a yes.
Yeah, I'm getting a strong yes to that too.
Yeah, he will, but he's going to have to do the work though.
Oh yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
think that he can go back to work before he's ready. And
Once a
no,
Marine,
he's
always
going
a
to have to
Marine.
make good choices.
Jen, did you really need the cards for that?
Not really, but he's going to want to know. If he makes the wrong choices, he's just delaying his healing. So,
For sure.
yeah.
And it is therapy, and it is not fun, but you'll do it.
Yeah,
Once a
it's-
Marine, always a Marine.
He's
Yeah,
going to
Moon
be
is
in
for trigger
limbo a
finger.
little longer. He's going to think he can do it in a couple of days. No, it takes
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Hence, my hands will be available. So,
It's like that. you want to use my Vippy card, Jen? You can.
no, Moon, it's not carpal tunnel. He has the Viking claw. That
trigger
tendon
finger.
The
that runs.
claw! The claw!
The claw. He
Oh.
does. He has the Viking hand, and it's starting to really affect. He needs his hands as a mechanic, and they're going to go in and pop that tendon so he
Because
can
he's
have
been-
full flexibility.
It's because he's
Yeah.
been overusing the middle finger a lot.
Well, can't he? Is he going to a chiropractor or
No, he's
surgically?
going. It's an orthopedic surgeon. He has his consultation on Friday in 2 days, and then we're going to get a plan of action because we have to line it up with insurance versus our temporary insurance they pay while he's off of work. Now he has a bunch of sick days and stuff that he can get paid for, but we're going to try to add to it because if it's an extensive time that he's got to be off, we had to have some money coming in.
Do they have therapy locations over there for him to?
Well, his the orthopedic surgeon is he is Lexington, so it'll be about 45 minutes from here. I'm not sure if we've got physical therapy here in town or not. If not, he'll just drive to Lexington.
They'll probably do a once a week drive there.
Yeah. So, but I don't know why he needs them. I can put him through physical therapy. Give me the hand. Okay.
I'm
It's
going
like
to bow
hammer.
out
Ooh.
and finish getting ready here.
You go for it, darling. Have fun.
All right. Oh, definitely.
Thanks, sweetie.
Now
You
we
gotta
should
show
go
tomorrow?
Jen.
Gotta take her shopping.
You're so excited.
Well, I'm glad you joined us.
I'm glad I had time to.
Yeah,
All right. I'll see you
it's
Friday.
good. Thanks, King.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Now we can
All
talk, Jen.
All right. The baby said I missed her question. Let me look.
Let's see. Oh.
Is it about your mama?
Is it at the top? Was it before Lee?
There's no question. That's why I didn't see it. It's not.
Was that before or after that was closed?
Yeah, I didn't. It was after.
All right, let me take a look.
Okay, about your mama. Yeah, I didn't see any Q's or question marks. That's what I look for. So, all right. So she wants to know if her mother is okay medically, or is it just her mental state making her think something that's wrong with her? Okay.
Was the baby's mother okay medically? Is she dehydrated? Or something making her not drink enough fluids? Something's wrong with Or is it her mental state? Yes, there is a mental state, but I wonder if it's a medicine that's causing her to be
Is
like
she
a,
on heart medicine?
huh?
I was curious. I was asking the baby if she's on heart medicine.
She on heart medicine?
Because she's okay. It says she's okay. She's okay, but when you said medicine, this card came in. So is she on a heart medicine that's making her sick, or she's not doing well with it? Adverse effects? Because this says this is a new feeling that came on really, really fast, but
She had
it's
a
encouraging us to know that she's going to overcome it. So make sure, I don't know if she gives herself a medication or someone does that for her. She may be taking too much or not enough, but I would look into that.
Is it her kidneys?
She had a stent put in. Okay. Dizziness.
Kidneys.
Says she can't walk.
Can you check if
Yeah, kidney. I would check I with hydration too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Which
Kidney.
can make your heart be tachycardic. Okay.
And you can be delirious. You can see
Yeah.
things. And walking also. It's amazing.
Yeah.
She
She only has one kidney. Okay.
That's what I'm getting. Dehydrated kidney.
Okay. Spirit. I love it. They picks the deck, they picks the card. Give her some more to drink, please. That's the way they were telling me. She's dehydrated. Okay. Simple thing. Because the card said Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. She's really good health. This is a temporary setback. So
Yeah.
should be okay.
It could be a medication that dehydrates her, but just keep giving her more fluids.
Well, that's a good question, because if she's on a diuretic, it may be overworking.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she is, but yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay. That is it.
It was fun. I think we really deep dived in this thing.
We did really well. And I think it's fascinating to put a group of people that are supposed to be stone men, cavemen.
Cavemen,
To be
yeah.
that brilliant. Yeah. The things they don't want us to know, because then they would have to admit a lot of things about off-worlders, our true history. They would have to admit that there's a lot of the Bible that is correct. They would have to admit that there's a God, and they don't want to do that.
Yeah, you know, on one of the temples they did have the word God written on there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In Gobekli, they did that one. They in that one.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
have to
So go to the Y file.
Okay.
And he mentioned it, and Hucklefish said, "Oh, what did they write it so it could say, 'Oh my God, help us'?" And he goes, "Yes, they actually wrote that for that reason."
Nice.
Y files.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm curious to know what language it was written in. I know it's not English, so you know what's so funny? I actually looked at that pillar, and I was like looking for God, and I'm going, "Oh my God, I'm so stupid. It's not going to be in English."
No, because it's probably, is it the
Sanskrit.
Tav? Was it Sanskrit or was it Hebrew?
They didn't say. They just mentioned that the word God was written on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it wasn't
If
mentioned.
it was Hebrew, it would probably be the Tav. So, okay.
Well, they also mentioned, going back to history here, Sumerian was actually the first, and this is actually before Sumerians. So,
Yeah, I don't, we like to have these conversations to speculate, and we just ask spirit, and we don't really know. I don't know that we'll know eventually as we ascend and get more knowledge, but this is how we poke the bear for information.
yes.
So.
All right.
It
Would
was
you
good, guys. Thanks for
articles?
joining around. Yeah, I got some articles. We'll do those, and then roundtable potpourri on Friday. King doesn't have one tomorrow, neither do I. We both, I guess, need a day off to take a nap, and
Me
we'll
too.
all meet back here Friday just for whatever you guys want. So, if you got questions,
So I was
on King's
thinking,
Coffee Shop.
we were messing around with, are we going to go back to Enoch next week, or should we
Yeah.
see? I think we did it today. The correlation between the Aztec Mayan.
A little bit, but I know I need to check with Rock, see what his schedule is. But I know that King's really been wanting to step back into Enoch, even just temporarily. We could tie it in with this, but I think that was in the first book. We've kind of handled that one.
Yeah.
We were leaning to let's talk off air. We'll get together with them and see where they want to go.
All
Because
right.
this one once again took us down in a big circle and all different kind of rabbit holes. They're all connected.
Yeah, but like I said, the more
So-
we researched, the more questions came up. I think I had more questions than what I came up with findings. Just to
Yeah.
let the little collective family here follow Jen's oracles from this morning. We are, what was the word you said? Explosive? Is expansive, not explosive. No, let's not do that.
Explosive. What kind of weapon are we using today? Okay.
Different show.
That's another one of Jen's personalities. Okay.
Expansion, guys. Just know how well you can manifest as a group, and let's have a beautiful day.
Yep.
All right.
Manifest
See you,
it.
Jen. Bye.
All right. Love you,
I'll
darling.
be listening.
Okay. Your oracles today. Oracles. Angel of Abundance. Successful funding. All right. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And we know we will with humanitarian, but if you want to do something now, check into those options. Remember, your words and what you put out there are very important. All right. Your archangel today is Archangel Mary. Beautiful. Open your heart with compassion and enfold others in love. It's a transcendent love card. Your guidance is to open your heart to higher love and oneness. Remember, our divine creator is pure love, which that means you are of that. You are being asked to observe the suffering of the world with compassion, but not to become part of it. Rather, ask Archangel Mary to light the flame of love in your heart. Then she can work through you to heal the hearts of those who are ready to let go of the past. Well, this world certainly needs a whole lot of love. I agree. All right, Sacred Forest today. Enchanted Fern Grotto. This is about refuge. All right. So this says, retreat and replenish your inner resources. Now is not the time to act, but to incubate your ideas for the future. Well, we have complete opposites. Wow, that's interesting. Be still. The answers are within you. Magic is all around. So if you have plans, okay, so not, Wink says they're not opposite. So if you have plans, they will manifest. You have the ability to make these things happen. We probably just need to think it through and not have knee-jerk reactions. Okay, don't push the issue. Meditate on it. Pray on it. Please ask God for direction, and you'll be guided for the right timing. Okay. All right. We have our chakra oracles. I have to do them in order because they're picky. All right, heart chakra today. Grief is a very busy card recently, okay? Pickle represents the strength of character inherent in true love. This card heralds a deep caring and an ability to heal and love again. However deep the pain or hard the challenges you face, Troubled times denote smooth sailing ahead. You've gone through it, go through the process, but don't stay in there. Okay. You're going to do better. You're going to come out of this. All right. All right. 2 solar plexus today. We have 2 yellows. All right. The first one is abundance. All right. Gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise, the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make new choice. Nothing is etched in stone, guys. You can always change your circumstances. Remember, if you take the wrong road, just backtrack and take the other one. It's fine. Your final one today is enlightenment. The opportunity to make an enlightened decision is inherent in Topaz. A journey of true destiny is the vibrational energy here. Regal gold and earthy brown mix to create something spectacular. Your experience will guide others. We got to make some choices of what roads we're going on, apparently. It's fine. We can do it. God will help direct you. All right. All right, guys. We're a powerful group. We're a powerful family. And individually we are. And then we're also beautiful as a family. All right. All right, guys. That is it until Friday. You all have a blessed rest of your day. And tomorrow, of course, the oracles will come up in them. I do those every day through the week. So you'll have oracles in the morning, but King and I do not have shows tomorrow. So you'll have to go find something to do. But we will see you back. King's going to host on Friday. Okay. Link is in my community page. It was fun, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Very interesting questions. And I will see you next time. Blessings. I love you. Bye, guys.